Simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got. Dream turn. Live off the board.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They run for it with Hunt. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On second down, it's Hunt, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
We taking win time. Hey, Charlie. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Buddy up. Hey, pick your game up. Show it up. Show it up.
On first down, Swift. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 35-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but now it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check 15, check 15. 59, Mike is still up. 59. Double dog, double. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Point it right, 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 point it right. Hurry, my God.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They go play action with Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Attack.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
No, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, exit.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mayfield and his Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 37, check 37. Wait. Pass it.
gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing again. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The catch and run there. Good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Swift. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Touchdown, Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I got it. Regular. I got it.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And an alley to run. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Ready. Mike, 44. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a give, right side. Swift. They find some open field here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 44, Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald with a sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 52 the ball.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line.
No.
They'll try the left side. Swift. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got him.
Kill. That's it.
Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carl Lawson, his 2nd sack of the night.
You. 42's Mike. 42. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. 42's the Mike.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Second time, defense.
Now it's Hunt. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
On first down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Pick me up. Here we go. King. Real.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Joker.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike, 53. Move. Mike, I got you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the screen.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I got you.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. And this one's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alert, 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 alert.
53's the mark. 53, check 53.
Go, let's go. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
4th down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, world.
33-yard line.
Mike spoke forward.
Mayfield down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Regular. Recon, 132 fighter.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st down, it's Hunt. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Set, 180.
Check. All day, dog.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Quick, God.
Mayfield on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Check. Slam.
On second down, Swift. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jackson to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Mike 56. Alpha. 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Open man is Ross, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Watch out. Tight end right.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And again, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now Mayfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Sponge.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Switch.
Check 99. Hurry, hurry. Watch out.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Hey, watch the lane.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. It's Ross, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Jackson forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Motion.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road game to get done.